Last Good Friday, the 10th of April, the provincial government of Misamis Oriental through the Provincial Social Welfare and Development Office distributed 30 sacks of rice to former communist New People's Army who were affected by the general community quarantine because of the pandemic. This happened inside the camp of the 58th Infantry Battalion in Sitio Migbanday in Claveria, Misamis Oriental. This aid from Governor GYVBE is aligned with the President's Task Force Balik Loob for those rebels who laid down their arms and want to live their normal lives. And last Sunday, April 12, Governor GYVBE was interviewed by Presidential Communications Operations Office Secretary Martin Andonar during his program Laging Handa public briefing over Radio Pilipinas and PTV. The governor said that Misamis Oriental is still COVID-19 free because of its implementation of tight border security measures, strict monitoring of PUMs, and early planning and usage of the Calamity Fund.
Masaya po kami na hanggang ngayon na-zero kami, and we also want to give credit dun sa Task Force Chief namin for MISOR, yung PHO namin, si Dr. Jerry Kalingasan.
A lot of things happened on April 13, Monday. 8 brand new modern ambulances were turned over by the provincial government to the 8 province-run hospitals in Misamis Oriental. The 2.5 million pesos emergency vehicle is fully equipped as part of the requirements from the Department of Health. Now the question is, why is so expensive? This is basically an emergency room on wheels with experienced, highly trained staff able to provide medical care and stabilize the patient while en route to the hospital. It is furnished with defibrillators, a suction pump machine, oxygen tank with regulator, oral injectable medicines, disposable supplies, nebulizer, communication device, and a lot more. The chief of hospitals were overwhelmed by the administration's lofty goal to upgrade the ambulance. According to the doctors, this is very timely.
Pasalamat mi sa karon nga pag dumala nino ni Governor sa ato ang hospital kay 100% yun ang iyahang support.
Very thankful me and fortunate kaayo nga i-answer gid si Gov sa among call. Timing sa yun kaayo sa atong crisis karon, no? We really need an ambulance.
Dako gid kayo among pasalamatan na kay Gov kay timely jud kayo ang pag-abot ning mga bagong ambulance sa ato ang pasilidad.
Also turned over on that same day were 2 Kia vehicles Bongo type for the Provincial Agriculture Office to use in support to their production and marketing assistance program for farmers. A private company named King Energy Generation Incorporated donated 500,000 pesos through the local chief executive. And in return, Governor GYVBE handed over the said amount to the Chief of Hospital of Northern Mindanao Medical Center for them to purchase additional medical supplies for frontliners fighting COVID-19. In addition to, the Chinese Chamber of Commerce and Industry in the province also turned over to Emano administration 8,000 face masks to be distributed to different frontliners in the 8 province hospitals in Misamis Oriental. At the same time and day, the governor issued Executive Order GYVBE 2020-011 ordering the strict implementation of the quarantine pass across Misamis Oriental. No person shall be allowed to enter the province or pass through any of its quarantine checkpoints unless a traveler can present a home quarantine pass or road travel pass. This is issued by the health officer of the city or municipality where the said person resides and must be presented together with an ID or certificate of employment. On Tuesday, the provincial government has extended the general community quarantine in the entire Misamis Oriental until the 30th of April this year through the recommendation of the members of the Interagency Task Force on COVID-19. In his Executive Order GYVBE 2020-012, Governor GYVBE Emano said the extension of the general community quarantine is necessary to complement the efforts of the national government in preventing the spread of the coronavirus, which has so far terrified thousands of people. Also on Tuesday, His Excellency Stephen Robinson, AO, the Australian ambassador, spoke to Governor GYVBE Emano via Zoom about the immediate repatriation of stranded Australians in the region. Robinson sent a letter request on April 11 to formally ask the provincial government to assist Australian residents and citizens who were left helpless due to COVID-19. Governor Emano immediately acted on that request. On that same day, Governor GYVBE Emano joins the first special online video conference for the members of the League of Provinces of the Philippines to discuss issues and concerns related to COVID-19. He suggested that in the next meeting, secretaries or undersecretaries should be invited to help the governors understand the stand of the departments, particularly DOH, to directly respond to questions or queries raised by the governors. On the following day, Wednesday, April 15, the virtual presser has been put into effect. This is an initiative of the governor to disseminate updates regarding the pandemic. Through Facebook Live, the public can ask questions directly to the spokesperson of the Provincial Task Force on COVID-19, Attorney Jeff Saklot. Anyone can ask anything in regards to the government's effort in fighting coronavirus disease in the province. Still on Wednesday, Governor Emano passed on a brand new drinking water fountain with purifier donated by Cooler Industries to the Chief of Hospital of NMMC. Governor GYVBE Emano thanked the private company for the trust and confidence. And in Baybay Alubihid, Pagro, through its chief, Jose Apollo Pacamalan, distributed clear and black acetate to fishermen who were affected by COVID-19. This charol will be used in the production of solar salt, which will give them more or less 300 to 400 pesos income a day. A total of 24 families benefited the 100 rolls of acetate through the help of Governor GYVBE Emano.
Karong panahon na lisod yung panagaton. Di tas kang gago na kanang depende mo na unay baha na apoy dagang isda. Kugo ay baha na wala.
Pasalamat ko sa ato ang gobernador nga naiyagi hatag nga supply para sa among mga sinay o nakatabang kini pag-ayo kay pagsuporta sa among panginahanglang mga tag-adlaw.
And on April 16, Thursday, the provincial government of Misamis Oriental launched the Transparency Donation Board installed in front of the Capitol building. They made this to demonstrate its accountability by being able to produce an accurate and verifiable record of how it has spent the donation. Such a record would show how much was received, how much was spent, and that the grant was distributed to rightful beneficiaries. Happening on the same day is the release of Executive Order GYVBE 2020-013 regarding the travel of persons through air and sea transportation for the entire duration of the general community quarantine in Misamis Oriental. The governor stressed that for any sweeper flight carrying stranded passengers from any foreign country, this must be approved by both the Mayor of Laguindingan and himself. Employees from Provincial Environment and Natural Resources Officer Penro hand out 35,000 pesos to the governor as aid for NMMC. The said money was taken out from their own pockets to help the frontliners. They also gave rice and canned goods to displaced workers in Malasag, Cugman in Cagayan de Oro City. And on Saturday, April 18, a sweeper flight from Philippine Airlines carried the passengers back to Manila. This was made possible with assistance from the Department of Tourism Region 10 Regional Director Marie Elaine Onchuan. These are just a few major breakthrough accomplishments of Governor GYVBE throughout the week. With the help of the political leaders and the community, the governor aims for Misamis Oriental to truly stand out from the rest. Jean Kerosene, PIO.